You know, it's funny how some people have said, "Oh, NCIS, it's about to start its 24th season. It's been going on for nearly 2 decades. Surely there's no continuity errors in that show." Uh, no, there's definitely continuity errors for sure. Um, there's two big continuity errors I can definitely think of. One of them they did eventually fix, and I do like how they did fix it. And that was when, during season one, there was an episode where these bad guys were calling Gibbs, and they were asking something in return, and they were telling Gibbs, if you don't comply, we'll kill everyone in your family. Your siblings, your dad, your uncle, everyone. And Gibbs says, my dad's been dead for years. And so there's that. But then in season 6, we literally have an episode where Gibbs meets his dad for the first time in, like, what was it, 15 years? And there is a line delivery that McGee has where he says, I remember Gibbs saying that you were dead. And that was supposed to play into the fact that for Gibbs, his dad was dead to him for almost 10 to 15 years because of their estrangement. So that was one continuity error they did fix. And I don't know if it was because the writers and the producers said, oh shit, we forgot Gibbs said this in that season 1 episode, saying that his dad was dead. Find some line to make this make sense. Which I'm guessing is why they fixed that continuity error. But then there's also this other continuity error that's driven not only me batty, but also the whole NCIS fanbase batty. And honestly, it kind of makes sense. Of course, we know another huge recurring NCIS character, which is FBI Special Agent Tobias Fornell. Agent Fornell. Who is a recurring character, of course. And, of course, his very first appearance was in the pilot episode. And in the very first episode, they make it quite clear that is both Fornell and Gibbs' first time meeting each other. That is their first time meeting each other. Ever. And yet, I think it was season 2, they reveal that Agent Fornell and Agent Gibbs knew each other for well over 10 years because Fornell married Gibbs' second wife after Gibbs divorced her. And yet that pilot episode plainly suggests, and it says quite clearly, that was their first time meeting each other. My guess is because that was their pilot episode, and they were still trying to figure out who these characters were at the time, and they were trying to figure out what their show was going to be. Maybe that's why they just put in that random thing of saying, oh, yeah, they knew each other for 10 years. Okay. But it's even more weird when you have Fornell actually present in NCIS Origins, the show that discusses Gibbs' backstory in depth. Yeah, it's very weird. That's the one continuity error that's always driven the whole fan base batty. I don't know. Again, my defense is they were trying to figure out who these characters were, but at the same time, I just don't know. I really just don't know. What do you think?